my name's Bryony and today I'm doing my June book haul. All the books that you will see in this video are all books that I have not read, and I'm a little embarrassed because there are books here that are over 10 years old that I probably should have already read, but I haven't. Like I said in my intro video, I've only just started reading, so that is why I haven't read these books. I have a total of 19 books here, and 2 of them are box sets with 3 books in each. The first box set I bought was the Maze Runner trilogy by James Dashner, and I bought this because after I watched the movie I had to know what was going to happen, so I got it basically, and it includes all 3 books. As you can see, I will show you the covers. So obviously the first book is the Maze Runner, the second book is the Scorch Trials, and the third book is the Death Cure. And I'm really excited to read these books because the movie was fantastic. The second box set I got was extremely cheap, and when I saw that price I couldn't say no, and they're hardback covers. Now I don't normally buy hardback because they are a little bit expensive, but these were extremely cheap, and that is the Shiver trilogy by Maggie Stiefvater, and they come with the 3 books in the trilogy, obviously. I'll show you the covers. First one is Shiver. I was going to say something else then. And you can't really see it in this, but sorry about that glare, that's terrible. But nope. But the writing is blue. You can't see it, so I shouldn't have bothered showing you. The second one is Linger. Beautiful, and I don't know if you'll be able to see in there. You can see it a little bit. I don't want to open it too much for the glare. Well, I just did, didn't I? It's green writing. And the third one is Forever, and of course the writing's red. I don't really want to open it too much. I just think they're stunning books, so I'm really happy with those. The next book I have is the first book in a series, and that is Shatter Me by Tahira Maffi. I believe that's how you say her name. I'm really excited to read this. I've heard really good things about this book on Booktopia, and yeah, I'm just really excited to read this book. The next book I have is again the first book in a series, and I've heard really great things about this book. I've heard nothing bad about it, so I'm so keen to read this book, and that is Cinder by Marissa Meyer, and I am planning on buying the other books in the series. The next book I have is a book that everybody seems to be raving about, and I haven't read anything by this author, so I'm really keen to read this one, and I really love the cover and just the sound of it sounds amazing, and that is A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. So I'm really excited to read this book. The next book I have is actually part of a series, and I have the first book and the last book in the series, but I don't have the second book, so I ended up buying that, and you can probably see it there in my bookshelf. Yeah, I was pointing right to it, and that is Insurgent by Veronica Roth, and I got the movie cover version because I just think it looks stunning, and I already have Divergent in the movie cover. I wonder if I could actually get it. Oh, look at that. And that's Divergent. Yay! Got so excited. And I have actually seen Divergent the movie, but I haven't read the books. And the reason I haven't read the books, I will tell you now, is because I've been spoiled. I already know what happens. I'm so angry about that. I'm not happy. No. The next 6 books I'm going to show you are actually part of 2 series. I have 3 books in one series and 3 books in another. The first 3 books actually have 15 books in the whole series, and I've only got book 1, 12 and 13. It's a bit random that I have book 12 and 13. It's because I bought those 2 books for my friend who sold them to me for like $2, and they had the same cover and the same height, so I got really excited for that. So the 3 books I got as part of this series are The Dead Girls Dance by Rachel Caine, and this is book 2 of the Morganville Vampires series. So I really love the covers too. Then I got book 3, which is Midnight Alley. and book 4, which is Feast of Fools. It's beautiful covers. I love them. And I have the others up here, you can see. The next 3 books are part of another series, and I'm really embarrassed that I haven't read these. I've only read book 1 and 2, and I did enjoy them, but when they first came out I was only a kid and I wasn't really into reading, and this was when they first came out, and yeah, I've never really gone out and bought the books before and tried to read them or anything. And that is the Harry Potter series by J.K. Rowling. So I have book 1, which is Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. I love these new covers as well, they're just absolutely beautiful. So book 1 says there. I got book 3, which is Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. I really don't like these stickers. And I got book 5, which is Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. Huge book. Huge book. Now we're down to our last 3 books, and I do have a little story to tell you before I show you those books. Now, I didn't mention this, but I actually live in a remote community in South Australia, and I'm very far away from any shops or anything like that. There's about 70 people in my community. I'm a school teacher here, and it's very remote and isolated, so the nearest shops for me to travel to get books is actually about a 4-hour drive south of where I live. So I do a lot of online shopping, and that is pretty much how I got all of these books. Last weekend we had a women's retreat held in the community for about 3 days. There were many workshops and pampering and stalls, and there was like a little market in our community hall. Just lots of stuff for women to do basically. I ended up doing silk scarf painting and jewellery making. I made a bracelet, and I also got an earring kit so I could do it at home because I missed out on it. On Saturday I got really lucky. I went to the hall to pick up my silk scarf that I had painted, and while I was there they had a book stall, and I got so excited. I got so lucky with this. Not only did they have books there, but they had a published author who was signing books, and I just got so excited. Before I show you the book she signed for me, I'm going to show you 2 other books that I bought from the stall. The first one I'm really excited about reading because everybody has read it. Even my friend who doesn't read has read it, and I need to read it. I need to get on the ball with this one. And that is The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. I also picked up another John Green book, and that is Paper Towns. And I'm so excited about this book. I've heard only great things about it, and this one sounds the most amazing, and I really, really want to read it. And the last book I have is actually the book I got signed from the published author that I had met on Saturday at the women's retreat, and that is Heart of the Country by Tricia Stringer. She's an Australian author. I don't know too much about it. I've read the synopsis, can't really put my finger on what it's really about. It's a historical novel. I'm really excited to read it because it's set in country South Australia, obviously, and I'm from country South Australia, and I'm just so excited to read this, and I think I will relate really well to you know, everything that's sort of happening in this book, so I think it will be a very enjoyable read. And I'm going to show you the page she signed because I'm weird like that. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. It says, "To Bryony, best wishes, Tricia Stringer, June 2015. So yes, this is a book by Tricia Stringer. I think she's only got 3 other books out that are part of a series, or I'm not sure. Actually, I'll have to Goodreads her, but she has actually asked me to contact her after I've read the book to tell her what I think of it. So this will be the book that I will be reviewing next month. So I'm so excited about this, my first signed copy of a book, and I got to talk to her, and she's such a lovely person, and she used to be a teacher as well, and we have so much in common. Maybe I should be a writer as well, but yes. So that was my June book haul. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time. Bye!